Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rock of Cair, Bryn, and we are back with more of our story. And last time, our group ventured out, bought some tickets to various events, went and traveled to basically straight from there to the Wizard Tower, and then got very distracted in the Wizard Tower, trying to find out information on a sword while others decide to play tag and sing songs and basically excite all the students. And meanwhile, Bart early on met a character named Jilly, although she hasn't introduced herself yet. But because I've been saying Jilly,
met might be a strong word.
Yeah. I mean,
he looked at
who then rather awkwardly tried to steal from an old rich guy, and was given a whale whence last we were talking. And so with that, we will rejoin with Bart having just given you a whale.
And I think, yeah, and I'm just kind of asking, like, so what brings you here?
I kind of look him over to see if I can trust him because I need to not go alone on my quest. And he's questionable.
I'm wearing an armor full of like emojis, so I would
is
say,
why
oh
you're
no, you can't trust
questionable.
me. But
He is
and I handed you a stuffed whale.
That's true. See, this is conflicting data though.
Yeah, this is where a coin comes in handy. I'm just saying.
I was hoping I could roll something.
I mean, roll for likability? I don't know.
Insight, you can roll insight to see what I'm trying to do. I guess
that's true. Yeah, you could do insight if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm not lying or anything. Oh, okay.
Well, 20, that's pretty good. He is not lying. I will tell you this much: with a 20 on insight, Bart is the definition of someone who lets life lead the way. He is very much he comes across as a good person. He doesn't give off any sort of impression that he's hostile to anyone or anything. And just generally seems to be very happy-go-lucky to just do whatever other people are doing, which was why it was so interesting to watch him lead the group in the last little misadventure.
Don't put that on me.
And
it was your fault.
I mean, you wanted to know what the sword did. So that's kind of what you get from that check. He does give off, I will also add, he does give off the kind of your experience with guards and kind of town guard sort of look, like, sort of like those ones that are like you meet in Skyrim that are kind of like, what's over here, when they're not paying a whole lot of attention and you're going around.
Okay.
Fair.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, I have traveled to town for a special quest this evening.
Was it gamble? Because I think you succeeded.
No, actually, I haven't gambled at all, and that is
so you
definitely
failed.
not my quest.
Oh, okay.
No.
Now I'm gonna have to flip the coin. Do I want to continue this conversation?
There you go. There's the coin. It's an even.
Okay. Tell me more about this quest. Sorry, I only say that because I'm with some people and we just kind of finished the quest. So.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
I should note before you say anything. When he flipped the coin, you saw an emoji on one side of the coin, and yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask the pronouns of the halfling?
I mean, you're not there, so
you chased after Bryn.
I'm asking as a non-present. I'm asking outside of
character,
just so I know when I refer to them later.
Okay.
She, her.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
coming back into the room now, John. I'm watching this conversation happen from a distance, just so we're aware of that.
All right, okay.
I'll mention that you've actually met the majority of my kind of group. One was the lady that you were sitting with, the other lady that wouldn't sell you or wouldn't give you a whale, and then I point over at Dimitri and that gentleman over there.
Ah, yes. Okay. So the scary one, the funny one, and the one that just wanders around a lot.
Which one is which?
The scary one threatened me. The funny
scary one I
thinks
got.
me a whale.
Okay, but okay, because like I mean, I would argue that both of them we all wander a lot, but yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't know a lot about my quest yet. I will have more information this evening when I go to my meeting point.
Can I interrupt their conversation?
I mean, that's up to you.
Am I allowed to come in and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't know this lady. What are you doing? Don't start. It sounds like you're about to offer to help this person by asking them about that. We don't care what they're doing on their quest. What are you doing? Because I'm going to pretend like I care about them.
I was going to say, says the person who interrupted their quest and then basically...
Hey, I was invited.
Yeah, so Bart kind of knows that that's what's going on, so he just kind of stares blankly and just, I'm kind of point to Dimitri. I'm like, I typically kind of just follow his lead, and unless he doesn't have a lead, then I flip a coin. So,
whoa!
Dimitri, come over here.
And now we're putting it on Dimitri. I see.
Come over here, Dimitri. Come over here. I'm like, here.
Everything that's happened so far is his fault now.
The name of this episode is Whoa, Whoa, Whoa.
Basically, Bart's like
everyone deflecting blame.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you didn't actually give us your name, right?
No.
I think I said, like, what do you do? I was like, oh, Dimitri, this is someone who has a quest that might need help. And then
I'm just gonna pull Dimitri to the side and be like, listen, Dimitri, I'm not racist. I have tons of halfling friends, but like, do you want to trust this halfling?
Bart's gonna look. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening right now.
I mean, I whisper back to be like, well, it will really annoy Bryn to add someone else to the group.
That's a good point, actually. But I was kind of trying to get Bryn to like me.
Bryn feels her ears itching.
Yeah.
I just said to Dimitri, I don't need Bryn.
I'm gonna look over at the halfling, like, maybe you should find a different group.
One that's a bit less dysfunctional.
No,
to be honest, I only found out today. I only found out today that we referred to ourselves as a group. Before this, I thought it was just me following some random strangers and making sure that they don't turn around and try and kill me.
No, that's still.
Or each other.
It's both, I suppose.
Listen, if you want to have a good chance of dying, then we're the group for you.
Well, basically, I don't really care. And then I'm gonna point at Dimitri. Don't think he cares. And he's kind of like looking at Dimitri to see if he doesn't care. And I'm gonna look over at Beach character. I'm like, I hardly know her, but she doesn't seem to care. So the only one you need to actually convince is the scary one. So good luck with that one.
But but I'm in charge of the group, so if I say it's okay, it's fine.
All right.
The fact that no one argued.
Literally nobody minded that.
If
Dimitri would not argue. He's like, whatever.
Yeah, if Bryn was here, I think the only person that would say anything would Bryn. Like, neither of us care. So.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, I know that nothing comes free. If you guys will help me, then I can connect you to a very valuable network of people.
Sorry, I'm happy single.
Not that kind of network.
What do you mean by network of people?
I know a lot of people in a lot of places that can help you with a lot of various things.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Is she giving me the look of like, you a cop? I kind of want to do the signal of like, no, I'm not a cop. I'm a cool man. Is it cool?
Are you a cop?
But I'm like, okay. I mean, as you can probably tell, we don't really care.
Wait.
But...
We need to do the ultimate test, Bat. Hang on.
Test?
There's an ultimate test.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I am going to transform into a camel.
Okay. Is that what she's saying, or is that what she's doing?
I'm doing it. I'm transforming into a camel.
So
That's
Okay,
the
I thought you
test to see if it scares the halfling.
I mean, before your eyes, this lady, this druid,
Comes a camel.
becomes a camel in the middle of a pub, bashing into a few tables in the process, knocking over a couple of dishes, and then spits on the floor.
Okay, Bart's gonna kind of pause for a moment and walk up to the bartender or owner and just not slide him a gold coin for damages.
I
just look over at the halfling and I'm like, moo.
I chuckle at
whatever,
the camel.
or whatever
and then I
sounds
say,
camel make.
It's a camel thing. I chuckle and I say, yeah, I stand by my previous statement. The funny one.
Oh, well. Okay. That's
not wrong.
Do you like? I'm just like, do you like my humps?
Is she speaking in common?
Yeah, I was gonna say camels.
As a
Camels
camel?
don't really talk.
Yeah, I'm
so-
asking if you like my humps in camel.
She's waggling her hump in your general direction, looking like it's a swipe
Okay,
right
hold up.
sort of situation.
'Cause-
Just
Oh
saying.
my goodness.
Well, how tall is a camel compared to a half-leg?
Oh,
Right?
I mean, she comes up to maybe the camel's
But-
like knee.
Just
So I'm like
okay.
bending over and I'm like,
Yeah.
look at my humps.
My hump, my hump.
It's like knocking him over, and the camel's on top of a half-leg now.
I could just imagine what Pre would be thinking if they were watching
Black-eyed
this.
peas going on here now. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And obviously then I'll transform back into me again.
Oh
Well,
dear.
We
while
go
all this
discuss
transformation
with
and
the
stuff-
scary one, maybe.
While all the transformation and stuff is going on, I'm going to look Jilly in the eyes and wink, and then I am going to like do that thing where you're like with the eyes to watch me, and then I'm going to attempt to pickpocket the person that is closest to her with sleight of hand.
Okay. All right.
Okay, how close am I standing next to her? No, I walk over to the bartender.
27.
Rolls a higher sleight of hand than me.
That's coin's
good
gone.
grief. All right.
No,
so,
I went to the bartender already. I forgot. Okay.
so the big tubby guy, he doesn't notice nothing as as Bart kind of saunters over, kind of, ooh,
Dimitri,
sorry,
but yeah.
or Dimitri, yeah.
Yeah, I was
sorry,
like, wait,
wrong name.
whoa, buddy.
Wrong name. Bumps into him as he's getting up to go to the bathroom, and I'm sorry, and yeah, you can describe what you do next.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, sorry, and as he's doing it, he has the dagger and he like quickly just cuts the guy's corn purse off as he's moving aside out of the way, and then he holds it up to show you behind his back, basically like, hey, I kind of know what you're talking about because my background is criminal.
Yes.
I'm a
Meanwhile,
smooth criminal.
upstairs, Pre has a sudden urge to start packing her bags just in case for some
Again.
reason.
Again.
My sense
I
is
wink
tingling.
back and I nod,
Did
like, hey,
did-
maybe we should go somewhere more private to
did-
discuss
did-
this.
I
did
think.
Bart-
Whoa.
did that happen? Or was it
I
just...
think we should talk to Pre about this situation. I feel like Pre should know that we're recruiting whoever you are, and
You still.
I think maybe one
have
of us
managed-
should go talk to Pre alone.
You've done this again. I love it. It's my favorite. You ask someone their name, you don't wait for the answer, and nobody knows their name
No.
yet.
No, yeah, I know. So yeah, wait, did Bart see the pickpocketing?
You were
I mean,
dealing with a barkeep, so we don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, I rolled pretty high, so probably not, unless you want to roll
Yeah.
perception and see if you can get
No, I
higher.
don't. No, I'm good. I don't, actually, I'll just go ahead. Yeah, I doubt I will, but yeah, okay. I'm just gonna walk back to all three of them, I guess, and like, yeah, please don't break anything else. If you want to wait for the angry one, we can meet back down here, I guess, later.
I think in that process too, I will go talk to Pre about this.
Hey, I will say we need a decision before the first watch tonight.
Who's we?
Wait, hold on, I thought you were
Well,
gonna
if
go
you guys
ask.
are joining me, I need a
What?
decision before.
I thought you were gonna ask about or ask for more information and then tell us the information before we accepted the quest.
Well, you guys we're just standing in the middle of like a public pub. Like,
Well, come with us upstairs. I'll go in and talk to Pre first. Then a few minutes
Okay.
later, I'll usher the rest of you into the room.
okay. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good plan.
So we're all gonna be stood outside of Pre's room, just whispering to each other. I'll go
but-
talk to Pre first.
Well, since Bart described himself to your character, I'll do and B probably should do first too. So Dimitri he's pretty tall. He's a human. He's got blonde hair. He's handsome. He carries a sword, a rapier. The end of it is a flute made into a flute, and he has a shield and a breastplate, and he wears a long blue like trench coat over all of his clothes.
My character is called Nilawet. She is like, I don't know how tall she is. She's 6'1" apparently, according to the bio. So she's 6'1". She has long brown braided hair, really bright blue eyes. She has a rat that lives on her shoulder called Taurus, but we haven't actually actually got into that yet. He just sort of lives inside her
Okay.
clothes. None of you have met him yet. He's inside there somewhere, probably
mean-
sitting in her bra or something.
I haven't really met you yet
Okay,
either.
but an important question: did you get him a whale?
I mean, I have plenty, and I put those in my bra too. In my bio, I've had the whole rat living on my shoulder called Taurus for ages. I just never actually had the opportunity to
No.
bring him up or pop him out yet. So he's just in there.
He
having a nice
was
time.
out for a little bit at one point.
Yeah. He's been hiding for a while. He doesn't
Yeah.
like Pre. Anyway, so yeah, she's a noble druid. Turns into animals, does some spells. I don't really know what else I need. What else? She's quite secretive and hides behind messing around.
There you go.
You want me to describe Pre as well, or?
May as well do it all.
All right. I mean, Pre's just androgynous. She's probably, well, we'll say they, because nobody knows their gender as yet, because nobody's bothered to ask. Nobody cares. I don't know. They're like 5'9"-ish. They're not really tall, not really short. Pretty androgynous. Slender, but also muscled. Wears light armor, carries around a sword, generally frowns a lot. Dark hair with a small silver streak that's usually buried under the rest of the hair. Hair's mostly just below the ears on the sides, so you never actually see her ears. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Generally a moody cow.
Wait, you wear light armor?
Well,
I-
lightish.
I
I mean,
always
I'm
thought
not
you were-
clanking around in heavy armor.
Yeah, 'cause I thought you were a paladin, so I always imagined like the heavy armor. But the fact that you get knocked down so much makes a lot more sense now. With the light armor.
Wow.
Yeah, I just have what armor do I have? Hang on.
I mean, first off,
Chainmail. Yeah,
yeah.
I just have chainmail.
Oh, okay.
so she still clanks
Oh.
around. It's just a different kind of clanking.
Medium
around.
Oh,
armor.
I
Yeah.
thought she was like.
It's
knight
not
or
a super
something.
heavy clanking.
Yeah, she is a what we shall call up until recently a poorer paladin. So she didn't have the money to go spend it on big plate mail. Plus,
Well,
to be fair, her character has reasons not to wear that kind of stuff anyway.
yeah, and Pre never stays in one place for very long, anyways. So they like to travel light.
Are we all still like outside Pre's
We're all
door?
just
'Cause-
discussing
Yep,
outside.
yep,
of the
yeah.
door, yeah.
If there was like a too long, I would like. All right, I'll knock on the door.
By the way, before you go in, Jilly, just FYI, your room is straight across from Pre's.
Wait, I'm just gonna turn before we go in and go. Wait, hold on. Before I go talk to Pre, what's your name?
My name's Jilly.
Jolly?
Jilly.
Jelly?
Yeah, Jilly.
Jilly?
Yes.
I can't tell
Okay.
if you're doing
Dimitri,
this like. to
the
be-
name's Jelly.
Jelly.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Yeah,
Jelly.
you got it. You got it.
Okay.
It's spelled with a G instead of a J.
I mean, just wait till you see the last name. Oh boy.
Okay, so shall I knock on Pre's door then?
Yes. That's why we're here.
The last
We're
name.
waiting. I've not.
Just come in already. No need to knock. Get
Okay.
in and shut up.
You guys stay out here.
Get to the
I'll
door.
call you in a minute. Okay?
Are you taking a bath?
Are you decent?
Just
I'm
get
opening
out of the hall.
I'm opening
Okay.
the door.
I'll go in and I'm turning around to you guys and I'm like, wait there, because you know that there's a good chance that we've got a flight risk here. Keep this door covered. Pre will likely try and disappear. Okay.
Flight risk.
So I walk inside and I'm like, hey Pre, how you doing? How's life? I know we haven't had much time to get to know each other. How are we doing? Pre, you won't believe it. You won't believe what's going on. Bat and Dimitri are trying to recruit some weirdo I've never met called Jilly.
Never even met you.
I'm trying to help you. Yeah, there's a weirdo outside who's very short and smells like strawberries, and I don't like it very much.
Can we hear all this? The door's still open, right?
Wait.
Yeah,
Why would I smell like strawberries?
I don't know. Smelling like something I don't like, and I don't like strawberries.
I start sniffing Jilly.
Lean over and just like go inside. Just go inside, please.
Pre, you need to get rid of this weirdo. They
I'm
stole
gonna
one of my whales.
Says the weirdo that joined us randomly in the middle of a dungeon after our other companion.
Did I help you to stay
disappeared.
alive?
No.
All this person, yeah, excuse you. All this person's done so far is steal my whale and start coming on to Bat. It's pretty creepy.
I'm gonna.
I like them already.
Can I just
Let
push
him in.
Jilly in? Yeah, I'm just gonna push Jilly in. Like just.
Oh, hi, Jelly. How you doing?
Clarify, I was gifted the whale.
She does. Bart's gonna yell from
I'll
outside.
just, like,
She
walk
doesn't
over.
care. She doesn't care about the whale.
You guys all come in and I walk over and I'm like, I sweeten Pre up for you.
Yes, I heard. Thank you.
Bree's just gonna be standing there. She's gonna like, okay, those two, and she'll point to Bart and
Dimitri.
thank you. My brain just stopped. And Dimitri and say, those two have been tasked with taking care of. You two are on your own. I don't care who joins. Apparently, I've just got to keep those two alive. And there was a third, but he disappeared and turned into that. So I don't care.
I just turn to Dimitri and I'm like, how do I get some of that? How do I get it so that Pre has to look after me as well?
Oddly enough, Bart's also gonna turn around and ask Dimitri pretty much the same thing. Like, how did we get? What? Why are we protected by her? When did this happen?
Remember when
Well,
we went to
they're
the
all
Elvish City
confused.
with the memorial?
I washed my pockets. I'm kidding. Sorry, what were you saying, Dimitri?
I ask if are you the leader of this group?
She's mainly the only one who cares.
I roll my
so-
eyes.
I lead nothing. Nothing. Just
Except
stay
a
alive
sad life.
and don't get those two killed.
Okay, I don't want to kill anyone.
Okay,
Whatever.
Well, that's good.
I just
So-
need some help on a quest tonight. That's
what
all
is the
I'm
quest? What is the quest?
Yeah, give us
So
more.
Do we
I
get
was-
paid?
I am told that there will be a good payment. Yes.
What do you mean told? By who?
Well, I work through a chain of contacts, and the last contact told me that I need to go to the House of Laughing Man at the first watch and give them a passcode, and then we'll learn more about what we're doing. But they said not to come alone, so that's why I'm looking for help.
That sounds a
That's
bit
weird.
ominous.
Usually
yet.
criminals will ask you to come alone.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Bart's gonna kind of like lean over to Dimitri and whisper, "Does that sound like some back alley underground stuff?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I mean, it sounds like somebody has a job that requires a couple people to do. I mean, we can see what it is
I come up
first.
close to Jilly and I'm like, you selling something that you shouldn't be growing.
I really don't know what I'm selling yet.
Oh. I don't like this
Whatever.
person.
As long as I get paid, fine.
I don't think we have any other plans except, and I look over at Dimitri and this squirrel girl. I'm like, except the gladiator fight tomorrow. But other than that, I think we're free.
Oh yeah, free. You might
Oh,
want to
whoops,
go.
yeah.
There's gladiator fights. We bought out a box
I
Of
didn't.
what?
They paid for it.
at
We
the
watch
arena.
people hit each other.
Box. But out a box. Box of what?
A box to sit in.
Are we cats?
I wish.
No, like like a balcony seat.
Like a
thing.
balcony seat.
Oh.
We get to watch weird people fight each other. It's gonna be fun. And I turn over
So,
to
A
sorry, go
typical
on.
day.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be fighting us. They're going to be fighting each other.
I'm gonna turn over to Jilly and I'm like, well, welcome to the team, and I pull out a peanut from my pocket and just pass it to them.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll save this for
You've
later.
got to keep up your sustenance.
So when was this meeting?
We need to be there by first watch.
Okay.
Well, at first watch.
Tonight then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm tired.
How far is that from now, John?
So first watch is like just before like 11 o'clock. So right now it would be the equivalent of like, I mean, you guys have been messing around for a while now, so it's probably about. You probably entered the pub at about 7. It's probably about 9 now.
Okay.
How far's the journey?
I mean, it's actually relatively close. Probably.
How would you know? I was asking the halfling.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just,
The voice
I'm
in
just
the
kidding.
Relatively
distance.
close.
Yeah, she
The
just
orb
repeats
is
it.
telling us.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a good point. Dimitri takes out the orb and shows it to Jelly. Says, "This is Mal."
I love how everyone's adopted the Jelly name.
Wait,
That's not even her name.
wait. You named the orb?
I mean, he has a name. He's kind of shy. He only talks to me, but his name is Mal.
Oh.
Mal?
seems
Why
nice
are you
from what
still
I've heard.
messing with that?
Because
Wait,
it's
you-
my friend.
It looks
you
pretty
God.
cool to me.
Did you say Mel or Mal?
Mal. M-A-L.
Mal. I
Uh,
thought you said
That's
Mel like
not ominous
melody.
at all.
yeah,
Just put
he
Put
has
it
a
away and keep it away from
critical
me.
talking orb.
To be fair, I don't think it likes you, Pri. So probably
Good.
best you stay away from it.
I mean,
Evil orbs coming out of evil dungeons are not friend.
He's not evil. And I put it back in the bag.
Right. Are we ready to go? Geraldine, you got everything you need?
I've got everything I need. Are you guys
Okay.
ready?
She called.
Mhm.
Did they just call you Geraldine?
yep. I don't
I thought you said your. Okay, yeah, hold up.
My memory's
like-
not so great.
Like Bart was gonna try to say something, but it's like, oh, no, I don't care. It's fine. Shoot. You said it's not far from here, so should we like just wait or what? What do you guys want to do?
I mean, we've got
Uh,
2 hours, so I mean, we could probably go to the pub or something.
We just order drinks to the room.
Yes, love it.
Not my room. Out. I'm going to take a nap. Out.
My room's across the hall,
Out.
guys.
Party over
Okay.
there.
While
So-
we're walking across,
So
I'm gonna
Pri's
be
just gonna be
looking-
laid in the room and then just hear like a loot in the other room
Yep.
across the hall.
Yep.
Just going with full electric guitar on the loot.
Play
Um,
Freebird.
What's Bart doing since he
I
flipped
was
his
rolling
coin?
to. I was rolling to see if I'm sticking with you guys. Yeah, I'll just stick with you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna be counting the money in this purse I stole, by the way, as I walk across the hall.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
like, what? Is that a new purse?
I want to like high five you for that.
Is that a new purse?
Roll a D100 for me, Rob.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I was on the stream, watching the stream. There we go.
Mhm.
75.
75 gold.
Nice.
As well, a very nice gold pocket watch.
Well,
Actual me wants that pocket watch.
Bart
Bart doesn't really care, but like I want
Anthony
that.
wants pocket
I like
watch.
watches, so anything that to do with watches, I like watches. Actually,
I'm
you know,
gonna
screw
say,
it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, if
say
I
to
if
them-
Bart, does Bart see the pocket watch?
That depends on Dimitri.
I mean, I'm not really hiding me looking through the bag, so sure.
Bart's gonna walk over. I'm like, how much you want for that pocket watch?
I'm gonna. Nah. I'll say, you know what? You bought me a
If you want to scam me, this is like the one character that is perfectly fine with you kind of ripping off, Rob. This is your one chance. Just do it.
No, he's gonna say, "Hey, buddy, you bought me those thieves' tools. Here you go. Get my gift to you. I'll give you the watch."
I'm gonna look over at Dimitri and be like, "Where'd you get the watch?"
From a friend.
Does the friend know you have it?
Can I roll insight?
He just shakes his head.
Sure, you could roll.
Oh,
insight.
okay. No, yeah, but with the moment he said when he shook his head, I'm like, oh, okay. He's still like, all right, never mind.
I mean, your insight roll told you exactly what he did, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't feel as bad now.
I'm
for
gonna
not
whisper
paying-
in Dimitri's ear, like, "Do you think you could steal Bat's coin? I'd love to see his face when he realizes it's not in his pocket."
No, Dimitri goes pale and immediately shakes his head no. He's like, I made a joke about it once. I made an illusion one in my hand to make him think I stole it, and he nearly killed me.
Oh, great. So we should be worrying more about him than the people we're recruiting.
Maybe.
Sounds like a bit of a psycho.
I'm just a man walking around in plate armor with emojis.
He just-
I don't understand.
He's just normal. That's all.
Completely normal.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys enter into Jilly's room. It is very similar to your own. Not quite as fancy, but pretty close. Same. And there was a card on the table as you walk in. And just a reminder of the time that you are appointed to arrive at the Laughing Man Inn. Or Laughing Man.
Oh, Bart will remember because he has a new pocket watch now. He's kind of like polishing it and just kind of looking for a way to like hook it like a waistcoat kind of thing. Like, dang it.
I
No
mean,
That's the
there.
problem with plate armor. No pockets.
Yeah, that's fair enough. There is a chain, but it obviously was ripped off of whatever it was attached to, along with the belt.
So I'll buy a chain later or something.
You will also notice that it doesn't have like numbers, but each point it looks like it's got diamond pieces at each of like the noon, like the 12.
Oh, very expensive. I'm gonna like see this and look over at Dimitri and then kind of show them and like, you sure you don't want me to pay for this?
Now that he sees the diamonds, he hesitates for a long while, and then he says,
I'm
"No,
fine with it, honestly.
It's a gift, Dimitri. It's fine. Or it's a gift, Bart. It's fine.
Dimitri, gift. It's a
Forgot
gift
his
for
her
you.
name.
It's a
for
gift to
there.
Dimitri. I mean to
Oh,
Bart.
it's
I mean
okay.
Bart."
I like
take
turn
that
I turn around the pocket watch and it says like from your loving wife and then it's like, oh, okay.
Actually, it does have something on the back though.
Oh, is it in a language I can read?
It's in numbers actually.
Yeah, no one likes that.
Okay.
And it's,
But
Well, I have
you don't know that I might not understand it, but you haven't asked.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm just trying to see what would I roll to kind of see if that's like code or anything. That's just straight intelligence or
it would be investigation.
yeah, why not? Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah,
That
that's
look
probably
like-
why. Yeah, I mean it's like it looks like an 11, a dash, a 5, a dash, a 422.
I'm gonna look over at Dimitri. Hey, am I gonna get like attacked for wearing this from the person who actually owns it?
I mean, maybe you might want to keep it in your pocket until we leave the city, just in
Yeah,
case.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Probably won't like it if he walks past you in the street and sees you wearing it.
It could be from I could have bought it from a thrift store or pawn shop or something.
A thrift store.
It
Yeah,
could be
I-
coordinates or something.
Okay, I got your name, and then I'm looking over to like Breed's character of like. You told me your name, I believe. Yes.
Me?
Yes.
I just roll my eyes and I'm like 3 times.
Okay. And I know your name,
I
Dimitri.
wouldn't mind learning everyone's
Hey.
name.
My name is Bart. Oh, yeah, I didn't introduce myself either. My name is Bart.
Okay. Hi.
I'm Dimitri. I'm a master flautist with the orchestra here.
You can call me
Cool.
Tree.
You want to roll a deception check there, Dimitri?
I mean, it's kind of true.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll roll.
Yeah,
I'll roll.
yeah. Oh,
Well,
well, I
You
mean,
can tell he's a liar.
you
yeah,
have to roll insight against
yeah. You
it.
got to roll insight. Maisie.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah,
Wow,
you're
by what-
I am
okay,
not
so-
being completely honest
No.
about that.
You can.
Uh-huh.
My name is Tree.
Tree.
Hello, tree.
all right, I'm calling you Tree now from now on.
No, don't you dare. It's not
I
Tree
look
to you.
at I look at her and go, I thought it was Nilwa.
It is, but it's Tree to this new person.
Oh, right.
Can it be Tree?
Until I trust them, I don't give them my name, but you guys already have my name, so it'd be weird
but-
if they don't think I have a name, so I told
Yeah,
them
but
it's
he
Tree.
said you're out loud. While you're...
I just look at Dimitri with complete disgust.
Just
Oh,
looks at
goodness.
Jilly. Like, it might just be easier to call her Tree. It's fine.
I'll get very annoyed.
I mean,
I'll start chopping your fingers off.
So,
all right. So, are we drinking? Is that what you guys are doing right now?
no, I don't think that will be drinking.
They're all doing whatever they're doing.
I'm
but
just
I've
wondering.
turned in-
That's all.
I've turned into a squirrel and I'm dancing on the table in the middle of the room.
So I think the answer
As a
is yes, she was drinking.
I'm gonna stay relatively sober for the
Yeah,
quest.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
same. Probably wait at least until we can see.
I'm
what
just
it
on
is
my,
they
like,
want us to
back
do.
I
legs.
will order food though.
Okay. Order. Okay, so you get a hold of someone to get food. They eventually bring some up, and yeah. I mean, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do, we can move on.
Yeah. So in case we have to, well, from your description, I feel like there's a possibility we might have to fight people. But go ahead, Rob.
I definitely swiped some of Jilly's food without her
Okay,
noticing. I
alright.
think.
I would have shared.
So just in case, it sounds like we might be in a fight because this quest kind of sounds shady. Anything we need to know about the way you fight or anything like that?
I'm light on my feet, and I use a bow and a
And
dagger.
no wonder you're light on your feet. You barely have any.
That's true. It helps for sure.
I like how Nilla was racist as can be.
To the halfling.
Yeah.
I know earlier on with Rob, I was like, I have loads of halfling friends, but
Yeah, exactly. Which is about as typical.
Hey, halfling, where's the rest of you?
Yeah, exactly. Next, you're gonna be asking if she has pointy shoes
go
or,
back to where
or
you
bare
came
feet.
from.
Yeah, you people have been taking all the jobs in town. All right, so sorry, you were asking something else before that came up.
I was just like, Bart's just like amazed by how racist his group is. He didn't realize it's like, can I just walk away now? But oh, okay, you primarily do range. Okay, cool, yeah. And some
You have a
people.
ranger. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I can do both.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying because some people, and he kind of looks over at Dimitri, accidentally do some friendly fire. So staying in the back might be best.
Noted. Thank you.
I
Good to know.
go over to Jilly and I'm like, I'm not really racist, I promise.
Dimitri starts singing "Don't Stand So Close to Me." Don't stand. Don't stand.
Just plays it on his flute.
I'm just like, you definitely picked the right group for this. I promise you won't regret it.
I'm pretty sure you might regret this, but
I
it's fine.
I was clearly being very sarcastic.
I can't get over the fact that none of you have gone, hey, we saved the prince. We're like,
I didn't save a prince. I don't
I
know.
don't. I don't think Bart realized that it was a prince, and we were just supposed to help someone. And it's like, okay.
And I wasn't there for this, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Because I don't know this either. No one's told me it.
that's
I tried to be boyfriends with the prince, but he was not having it.
no.
I wanted to be co-king, and he was like,
I
"No,
remember.
I
Yeah,
have a girlfriend."
didn't you describe him as like being really attractive or something?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was.
Yeah. Okay. You could have gone with that one guy, the very annoying person that
And it
was
sounds
hitting on
like he's
everyone.
too busy dating John.
Oh, Clamdor? No.
Yeah, he was.
Clamdor would have
Wait,
been
no.
okay with that, by the way.
Wait, I thought wasn't he hitting on Pre?
He was sitting on everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. And I think Bar was like, "No, I'm just gonna walk away from this situation."
Yeah, you
right
did.
now."
You did. It was just that Pri was the one who got stuck there at the table. Everybody else ran away. She failed a check, I think, if I remember correctly, and that's how she ended up stuck there while they all fled.
Yeah. Okay. So because I kind of realized that you saw through my orchestra lie, I'm gonna lean close to Jilly and say, you know, me and the prince were like this. I'm practically cocaine.
Cocaine. Why?
I'll roll another
Oh,
deception for
cocaine! I
that.
thought you were saying cocaine. I'm like,
No,
why are you saying you're a
cocaine.
drug?
Oh my god. To be fair, I thought he said Kirk King.
Oh my god.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, God.
I was so confused. It's like, why does he keep saying that?
If Bart hears that, he's gonna say, "Hey, Dimitri, when did you meet a prince?"
I got an 18 that time.
an
Oh, she
8.
believes that one.
Yep, she believes that one.
I mean,
All right,
I'll look
cool,
into, I'll
cool.
like shrug, like throw my hands up at Bart and say, the guy we rescued, the one with the pointy ears that looked really
the annoying one.
handsome. No, not
Oh,
Clam
wait.
Door.
Oh, okay. But he was a prince.
I just look
The one we
completely
rescued from the
oblivious.
orcs. Yeah, that was the
Oh,
prince.
yeah. Okay.
Remember we met the king and queen, and they thanked us
the
and gave us a
orcs.
bunch of
I
money.
remember people giving us money. Yes. Okay.
Because I have no idea what's going on. I'm just stood there, like, picking, like, food out my teeth. Like, sat there, like, no idea what's going on.
Chaos crew. Total chaos crew. All right. Awesome.
We just need direction. That's all. We might have direction now, so I think we're good.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad because, wow. All right. Cool. Anything else? Or shall we move on?
Jilly, can you take us where we need to go now?
There we go.
I think we're good. Yeah.
I
all
think
right.
that's a great idea. Let's go wake up your friend though.
Yeah,
That sounds- yeah.
I'll knock on the door and say, "Pretty, we're ready to go."
Bree will just open the door. I know.
Okay. I look over at
You're
Jilly,
not
like,
quiet.
lead the way. And look over at Jilly.
All right, off we go.
All right. So you guys head towards the House of the Laughing Man. That's the name of it. Which is in a upper class neighborhood, which is on more or less on the other side of the castle, and the area is very much a like mansions and estate type housing, very fancy, and eventually you find kind of in the back corner this house is or this building, I guess I should say, is standing, and there is a name on the front that says the House of the Laughing Man, and it says Guild of Ivory members only.
Can I roll to see if I know what that Guild of Ivory members
You can
is from?
Sure. Do you want to do a history check?
Sure. We can.
Well, that's
see
a
that.
pretty darn good history check, I would say.
I'll just say I heard about it as I was a guard or something.
Yeah, so you've heard about this sort of semi-mythical group called the Guild of Ivory. You didn't believe it was real because the way it's talked about is a bit like the sort of a combination of the Illuminati or like, Black Ops types. You're not real clear on it, but it's sort of in that conspiracy theory type stuff. Like, well, you know who's really behind the king? It's the Guild of Ivory. They're the ones that make sure the right guy stays on the throne. And did you hear about the mayor of the town over in the Seacoast area? He was assassinated by one of the Guild of Ivory. Those kind of things.
Okay. Kind of look over at Jillian, like, are you a member?
I said I had a network.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that these guys were real.
But you're just itty bitty cute. I can't imagine you doing so many mean things.
Not all me. I tap on the door and I say, "Bad news arrives in threes."
The eyes look back at you and say, "Enter, and it opens the door. And as it opens the door, standing there is a clay golem. And it opens the door and then takes a step back to let you in. The area in front of you is an ornate hallway with dressed in very impressive wooden structuring. The entryway has a chandelier above it. You can see that there is a layer of what looks to be smoke kind of billowing out of some of the areas. It is sort of like an old kind of rich person club, kind of, you know, that appearance of like, you know, if you have to count your money, then you shouldn't be here kind of people. The snobbery level is very high as you come in, or at least that's what it seemed like. Behind the golem, however, is a small individual who is smaller than anybody else here. And he has wings coming out of his back. And
Oh, if he's what now?
he has wings coming out of his back.
I misheard the back.
Yeah, and he is about a foot tall. And he floats up towards you all and says, "Welcome, welcome to the Guild of Ivory. You have been invited. Which one of you is Miss Bucket? Or should I say Captain Bucket?"
I step forward. That's me.
"Ah, welcome, welcome. This is your crew, is it?"
Did you say bucket?
Yes.
A jelly bucket. A big bucket of jelly.
Big bucket
They're
of
less of a
jelly.
crew and more of a group of acquaintances.
Oh, I see. Well, as long as they're here to work with you, that is all good. And then it stops in the air and then looks over at Bart, and then over at Dimitri, and then over at Pri, and says, "Weren't you the people that helped the prince get back into the city? I heard about you three."
I'll look over at Dimitri and like, I think we were.
Yes, that was us.
Oh.
I'm just stood there offended that I'm clearly useless.
I mean, they don't know who you are, unfortunately for you.
Important. You just don't know I am.
That's true. It flutters over and looks at each of you and says, "My lady has been wanting to talk to you, so it is very fortuitous that you have come with Miss Bucket here. Or, once again, my apologies, Captain Bucket."
He almost pre. He's like, "See that? Fortuitous."
Captain of what?
Buckets.
Captain of Bucket.
Of a ship, of course.
A ship of buckets?
Are you a pirate?
Yes.
Huh. I've never met a pirate.
Right
Well,
then.
that's
Wow.
kind of cool.
That
Thank you.
explains a few connections you said you had.
Yeah.
Do you have scurvy?
No.
You have your
Good
own
to know.
ship.
Of course I have my own ship.
Does it have
Is
buckets?
it actually your ship or like half your ship?
Do you really think I'd be called captain if I did not have my own ship?
I heard stories of.
That wasn't the question. The question was it
I
originally your
think those
ship?
are just. I think those are just airships, Bart.
Those are just
Can-
those are just
can
legends,
we-
Bart.
Just find out what the job is, please.
Oh, yeah, that actually.
Excuse
yes.
me. How much does it pay?
Hi. And your name is?
Hello. Excuse you.
Tree. You can call her Tree.
Yeah, I'm
Tree.
sorry. They ask a lot of questions.
The little ferryman unfolds the notebook they have, and with a teeny tiny pen scratches the name in, and then scratches all the names. Now, as I understand it, weren't you guys called the Knights of the Rock or something silly like that?
No.
No.
Oh.
Never made, we never made a name. I don't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's my bad. My bad. Scratches it out. Writes in
We
individual
do not
names.
have a name. We will not have a name.
Are we supposed to sign in or something as part, like, watches him scribble down our names?
No. My lady. My lady doesn't need that.
Who's your
I
lady?
lean close to the fairy and I say, "It's Dimitri and the Pussycats."
Oh, it's not.
Who,
There is no name.
wait,
There
who
will
is-
be no name.
Who is your lady?
Knights of Prees complaining.
My lady is Miss Langston.
Yeah, we're
Can I
gonna
roll-
need a bit more than that. Who's that?
Can
What?
I- yeah, can I roll history to see if I know who that is?
Sure, you can do that.
13.
You've never heard of that name before. It does not mean a thing to you.
Pree's gonna roll history to see as well.
Okay.
Because I'm sure it's in alphabetical
If not, I was just
order.
gonna.
Would it
ask,
be worth me doing it too, John? Am I been
Yeah,
around?
nope.
on this?
Anybody who
I know
wants to
nothing.
can, yeah.
Nothing.
History.
Okay, let me do
Yep.
it.
Well, that's
Oh,
better.
history's one of my bad ones.
One of your bad ones gets a 19. No problem. All right. I will say that for Dimitri, you have heard this name because of your spy background. You know in Valeguard that there's rumors of somebody with the name Langston who nobody knows who she is. Nobody's seen her. But that she's involved with some sort of organization that is run with the tacit approval of the royal government, and that it has tendrils out across the world, or at least the continent, I should say.
Okie doke.
I mean,
Question really quick. I don't know how much you remember about my background, but would they have been part of what happened or
No. No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. I will just say
Gotcha.
immediately no.
Okay.
Okay. So, he looks at the collective group and says, "My mistress would like to speak with you all and offer you an opportunity if you are interested."
That's what it is.
It does have a remuneration at a level that will meet your requirements.
That Prees in then.
That can either
Wait,
be
level? Is this like some multi-level marketing type stuff going on here?
He looks and says, I think this is better posed by my mistress. I'm just more or less the bookkeeper and a greeting person. I don't,
what kind of pyramid scheme you running here, son?
Okay, so you bought the product from your mistress. Now you're trying to sell. I got
Yeah. He needs like 5 others below him to make enough money
I
to
know.
justify,
We would love to speak with her. Thank you.
I could sell it maybe to the blacksmith, maybe to a few people at the mage school.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna be like, will you just take us where we need to go, please? I'm getting bored.
Indeed. Very good. And he waves his hand, and as he does, the present appearance of this building completely changes, and all of the people that were kind of sitting there looking huffy and buffy disappear, and the illusion completely drops. And behind it, you see what looks to be a much more formal kind of house, which is built around, you'll see like armor on the walls. You'll see the head of a dragon on the far wall, a smaller dragon. You see in one corner a suit of armor which seems to every once in a while change its motions and moves around like as if it's trying to change positions. And there's another one across the other side of the hall that does the same thing. And he says, "If you'll accompany me up these stairs," and right in front of you is some very normal looking stairs made of wood, nothing very fancy about them. And he escorts you up them to a upper floor in front of a ornate looking door. He then tip tap, like his equivalent of knocking. Mistress, I have Captain Bucket and her crew, if you are willing to see them now. And you hear a lady's voice come from behind the door saying, "Bring them in, Jeremy." And he waves his hand and the doors open, and you see a room, like it looks almost like a boardroom, and at the end of the room, and this table and chairs, which just go for about 20 seats, 10 on each side and 2 on each end, so about 22, I guess, if we're doing math correctly. At the end seat is this lady. She has a hood which goes up over her head, but in front you see this shock of white hair which comes down kind of across her face. You see these very vivid eyes staring at you, and this person looks, you can't really tell what age she is. I mean, you'd guess from the whiter hair that she would be older, but you're not entirely certain. And she stands up and walks up to Jilly and puts out her hand and says, "Welcome, Captain Bucket. I am very happy to meet you."
It's good to meet you too. I hear you have a job for us.
I do. Well, I have a business proposal, I guess I would call it. More than a job, if we're honest. If you are all up for it.
Well, tell us what it is.
She
We
said,
get to be our own bosses.
she says, "Here, have a seat, and we'll discuss it." So she sits down and waits for you all to sit down, which I assume you do, unless you don't.
I stay standing.
I knew one of you was going to say it.
Or you stay standing too.
I knew that one was going to say it too. And
Down.
everybody else sits down, of course. And she pulls back her hood. And as she does, you see these horns which come up and then curl behind. And her ears are pointed and her eyebrows slant upward as if she's of mixed race. And the one that screams to you is Tiefling. But also she appears to have some sort of elven heritage as well. And she puts a chest on the table. It's a small chest, and she pulls out of it a golden vial, like a vial with like a golden liquid in it. And she says, "My organization, which is known as the Ivory Oath, is a secretive organization, you might call it, which has a role to play in the world. We have, with the help of very important people, continued to protect the world from harm and from the dangers that are posed by those that would do us wrong. Some of the problem people come in as normal size as a dictator or a overreaching king or monarch, to wicked wizards who are trying to create issues, to helping our elven friends reach and protect their domain. In fact, with our help, we assisted them with the woods, which some of you, I understand, moved through many days ago. The role that we play, in some ways, would be known as a spy. We do information gathering. We have connections both on this continent and the continent on the other side of the world. We work in coordination with the Memorialist in attempting to find people like yourselves who we think are worthy of being involved, who understand the intricacies of the problems in the world and want to help. Our challenge is to find people who are worthy. All too often, normal human nature, if I can use that race, is to be devious, is to look for advantage, is to gain power. And our goal is none of those things. Our goal is to ensure that those that seek to do harm are dealt with. Now, we're not talking the everyday harm of a thief or, the slight that comes from a bar fight or a murder done by someone over some slight or issue or family fallout. We're talking about things that could cause wars between nations or specifically could be problematic to the world. And it is our hope that we can continue to protect it as much as possible. The reason why we invited you specifically, Miss Bucket, or my apologies, Captain Bucket, is because we believe the connections you have in the Seacoast are of great importance and would benefit all of us, not just yourself. We are worried about some of the behaviors and actions on pirate islands, and we are worried that given the wrong set of circumstances, things may go completely awry, and we would like to have more intelligence on that island and the surrounding ones that your kin have settled in. If you are willing, we have a need for a particular item to be gathered, and we're sort of hoping to kick off our relationship in that regard. If you are interested beyond that, like I said, we are trying to investigate and find out more about what's going on Pirate Island. It is literally the only area in our entire continent of Nimelur which even the memorialist is not welcome.
And very much by design, yes.
Indeed.
Well, that was long-winded for, hey, help the elves. I'm out.
Can
Goodbye.
I just lean over to Pri and I'm like, what? What? What?
No, Pri literally just said that.
Oh,
out
right,
loud.
you
That's what Pri said.
out gone, or like, are you still in the room?
That's what. No, like she's turning around and heading out.
Oh,
She's
right,
not
okay,
helping
so I'll
us
do it.
again.
I'll say it to Dimitri then. I'm like, what? What did they say?
I think they want us to go to Pirate Island, which sounds cool. And he looks at the lady that's been speaking, the tiefling lady, and he goes, I excel at going places where I am unwelcome.
That's my understanding as well.
What is it you need us to recover?
There is a box that is held in a, shall we say, a undeserving man who gathered it at some point earlier. Let me gather my information on this. The gist of it is that there is an item which is held within it that is of incredible magical power, and it is dangerous for anyone to have. We have been asked by the memorialist to recover it. It is in a house in the wealthy quarter not far away from here in a mansion. The box is blue. It has a gem that is of a very bright blue with gold filigree around it. And the item is contained in the house of, and he gives you the name of Lord Ethelston. And his cadre acquired it via some nefarious means recently.
So steal something from someone who stole something from someone else?
Yeah, I guess that's the long and the short of it.
And did Pri leave the room?
Yeah, she left. She's not helping the elves again.
Your opportunities are whatever you want them to be. I will say this, if you do accept this mission and you continue to be in the service of the Ivory Oath, you will receive protection when needed. You will receive magical items if required for missions, or in case of, an issue, you will be given a financial remuneration in order to keep yourself in a method you feel you deserve. The general annual stipend is in the range of about 10,000 gold.
I'm gonna look over at Dimitri. So, do you want to do this, or are we not doing this? I don't care. Do I need to flip a coin?
Pirate Island.
But Pirate Island. I think.
All right. So you're going. We're going. I look over at Tree. Are we going?
You just call me Tree?
Yeah, he's been calling you Tree the whole time.
I didn't say it, but I'm looking at you and saying, "Hey, so are we going?"
To be honest, didn't really listen. Let's go.
All right, so all right, that's 2 saying yes. I'm assuming you want to go, Jilly.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You guys have dragged Pri along.
No, I'm sure she'll follow or not, but it's fine. I'm not that good at stealing things. I thought he was. I point over to Dimitri, but I don't know if he actually is or not. So we'll leave the planning to this.
It's kind of hit and miss. Let's just put it that way.
Robbery to you, I guess.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Also,
mean, I'm fine with
did
leaving
pretty
the.
good earlier.
I'm fine with leaving the details of going to Pirate Island to the pirate.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so when should we leave?
I mean,
where's your boat?
You got to get that. You got to get the item from the house, which is in town first, before we get to that
Okay,
qualification. Langston says.
The box is here.
Yes.
In town.
It's
Yeah,
in
I
town.
thought we had to go to an island and steal a bomb.
Yeah, me too.
No. This is basically your first test. If you pass this test, then you'll be assigned to go to Pirate Island.
I mean, we won't have any problem. I mean, I'm practically king.
Oh dear. Sure.
There we go.
I look over at the lady. Does this have to be a stealthy mission,
I mean, it would.
or as long as you get the object that you don't care?
I mean, it's good if you don't get caught. I'll put it that way.
Okay. All right.
Elf preferred.
Well, I mean, if this mission is here in the city,
Mhm.
I think we can let Pri sit it out if she wants, and then we can convince her later to come with us if we're going to Pirate Island.
And plus, I'm like so good at being stealthy. If anything happens, I'll just like be a camel.
I'm not that good at stealth, but I can.
Because camels are a
watch, I
normal
guess.
thing you find in this city in the middle of a house.
It's very inconspicuous.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a deadline for this this job?
She basically says, well, preferably by the end of the day tomorrow.
Got it.
Well, that's
Okay.
good. See, we can watch the gladiator match, and then after that, when it's dark,
I am
can sneak.
concerned. Camels can't walk very fast.
You know, I've also seen you turn into a squirrel.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Captain Bucket.
Just saying, it might be more useful than a camel.
Not wrong.
Excuse me? Have you seen the amount of weight a camel can carry on its back?
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think the box is that large.
Could be a horse, you know.
I'm not very impressed right now.
All right. Well, that's fun. All right. So, having been given a new quest of something to do, what's that?
Actually, Dimitri's gonna go. Oh wait, Nil, tree. Can you turn into a whale now that you've seen a whale? And he holds up a stuffed whale.
We will be eventually in water. That would be kind of rich. I wouldn't mind.
I don't
seeing
know if
that.
turning into
She
even
can't.
if I could
She can't swim.
turn into one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It might
I
be
remember
somewhat
that. Yeah.
concerning that
Yeah,
I
I know.
can't swim. Yeah.
Out of character, I know you can't, but Dimitri would not know.
Yeah,
Well,
we wouldn't.
I'm
yeah.
telling Dimitri now, just to be clear, I can't swim. So becoming a waterborne animal might not be the best idea, even if I could. Not to mention, we are in a relatively small room right now. If I were to become a whale, I assume the blubber would crush all of you to death.
And
I think he wanted you to turn away into yeah.
yeah.
With that said, I can be a goat, or a lizard, or a diseased giant rat.
I feel like the lady is like regretting her choice also. She's just sitting there, just like
There's weasels,
I-
elks,
Can I
badgers.
question why it's specifically a diseased rat?
Am I much use to you as a non-diseased rat? I can be a non-diseased rat, but giant diseased rat just
I look
sounds
over the
much
lady
better.
and say, "We'll see ourselves out," and I kind of just usher us all out the door, like. Okay.
And as we're leaving, I'm still listing them off to Dimitri. I'm like, ape, black bear, giant goat, warhorse. I'm like, you pick giant hyena. I can do
Oh
that.
my
Giant
gosh.
spider. I haven't done lion in a while, but I'm sure I could do it.
Dear, oh
me.
dear, oh dear. Okay. Boy. So as you wander off into the night, talking about the various forms a druid can be, we will have to come back and find out exactly where this goes next time. So with that, thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you later. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please do so here. If you'd like to see what we've done in the past, please check it out up here. And if you'd like to check out all of our content, you can do so at distractionsmedia.com.